Tell me this. What do you think? I'm going to stick with Makhachev for now until someone corrects me.
Yes.
What's next for Makhachev? Should the UFC want to see him fight Conor McGregor next if Conor takes care of business?
This guy's too. Look, Conor is a striker. As long as Conor can keep the fight on his feet, he has a chance. But this young man is so great. He took Poirier down. Even though Poirier thwarted a lot of those attempts, he eventually got him. We remember what happened when Khabib. This kid here is an animal.
Yeah.
No. I don't want to see. Dana might want to see it because it's box office. We know Stephen A. We know Conor. He's going to talk a big game. He's going to get the fans hyped. Man, he ain't beating this kid. I say a kid, but this young man, Makhachev, he's not beating him, Stephen A. I already know how it's going to end.
Not at all. Listen, I will give the UFC credit. I never thought in my wildest dreams that the UFC could have the kind of event. Shannon, I was in Vegas for the Conor McGregor Khabib Nurmagomedov fight. It was one of the greatest events I've ever attended in my life. It was unreal, okay?
Oh, yeah.
But what we learned in that fight is that Conor McGregor has no business being in the octagon against a grappler, which is Makhachev. I mean, this brother right here, he's something special. And he's not going to try to strike against Conor McGregor, just like he tried on numerous occasions to get Poirier to the ground before successfully doing so with that ankle wrap and then ultimately getting him, okay? That's exactly what he's going to do with Conor McGregor. His whole objective is going to be about getting him to the ground. I think it's the worst possible fight we could possibly want to see with the UFC. There is no purpose whatsoever. First of all, Conor McGregor needs to focus on beating Michael Chandler. Let's get that out the way, who I believe he can beat. If he catches him, he'll clip him, and that'll be that. Because Chandler wants to fight. He wants to throw blows, okay? Somebody like that, a Justin Gaethje and guys like that, that's different. But Makhachev, we should literally protest if they tried to put Makhachev in the octagon against Conor McGregor, because I believe that fight would be over inside of 2 rounds. He'll get Conor to submit. It's that simple. That's not the fight we want to see. We want to see somebody that's going to try to knock Conor out and Conor try to knock them out. We don't want to see a grappler in the octagon against Conor McGregor, because chances are it's going to end soon.
Especially anytime because Conor's not going to let it go to a decision. Either he's going to knock them out or they're going to make him tap out. They're going to submit him because they're going to drag him to the deep, because what we've seen, he has endurance, but he doesn't have the kind of endurance like a Khabib had or like a Makhachev has. That's his problem, is that he runs out of gas. And so if you notice, Stephen A., every time someone gets him on his back, he spends the rest of the round on his back.
Yeah.
He can't get back up. And so in a situation like that, they just drain him and drain him and drain him, and the next thing you know, they tap him.
Yeah, sorry to rush you guys. I just want to get into another fight over the weekend. We got a couple minutes here. And maybe the end of an era. So let's dive into this one right now. Zhilei Zhang knocked out Deontay Wilder in the 5th round to secure the victory. Now, Wilder now moves to 43-4-1 in his career, but lost 4 of his last fights. Essay, what do you think? Should Wilder's career be done?
Yes, it should be. I'm sad to say this because I'm very, very fond of Deontay Wilder, but I thought his career was over. I knew this was inevitable, Shay. I knew that Deontay Wilder. First of all, let's call it what it is, because we have to be honest on the show. Deontay Wilder is not a boxer. He's only a boxer by virtue of his profession.
A puncher,
he doesn't
just
box.
by title.
He's a puncher. He will punch you. He will put you to sleep with that right hand. He can't evade punches. He can't move around. He can't use his jab. He doesn't have those kind of boxing skills. And when he fought against Tyson Fury in the trilogy, that 3rd fight was the biggest mistake of his life, because that man came into the ring 38 pounds heavier than him. He leaned on him. He beat him up. And he took a lot from him, and Deontay Wilder has never nor will ever be the same. It is over. I wish him nothing but the best, but he just took that Tyson Fury fight. It ain't even this. The Tyson Fury fight, that 3rd fight, took so much out of him Shannon, those kind of fights happen in the career. And when you see that happen, you know there's no coming back from it, especially when you're a puncher as opposed to a boxer. That's Deontay Wilder. It's over.
Give him credit, Stephen A. He got into boxing. He was a sparring partner. He got into boxing because he had a special needs child. But you're right. He doesn't have an amateur background. He doesn't know how to dodge punches. He really doesn't know how to set up punches. All he's looking to do is to land the right hand. And in the process of trying to land the right hand on Zhang, Zhang countered his right with a right because he knew that was the only punch that he could hurt him with. And so that's very because you're looking at a southpaw. Zhang is a southpaw. You don't normally counter a right puncher with a right. And that's what he did. He counterpunched the right with a right, and he knocked him out. 4 of his last fights, he's lost. 3 of the last 4, he's been knocked out. Once you start getting knocked out, it comes with greater regularity. Stephen A., look, the big money fights are over. Whether or not he wants to continue to fight and possibly, he got 8 kids, Stephen A.
No.
Doesn't at some point in time you want to play with him while you still have your right mind? You can do things. You understand what's going on.
Point.
The big money fights are absolutely over, Stephen A. If I was him, I would give it up because the risk is too great.
Yeah. You can't compromise your faculties.
It's too great. And he doesn't know how to avoid punches, Molly.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
No, you're
if
so
he were
right,
a defensive
Shannon.
fighter with the boxing skills to be
that,
evasive, that would be different. But he doesn't know how to avoid punches. He can't stay.
Stephen A.
He can't stay.
He has none of this. He's 6'7" and he's a straight target. He stands straight. You need to be at an angle. He's a big ass target.
Yeah.
Stand
Hey
straight.
guys, guess who's boxing
Yes, sir.
today? First time in a long time. This girl trying out a new instructor.
Oh,
I'll let you know how it goes. 3 o'clock today.